How's it going, everyone? I know it's been years since my last upload. May have been, yeah. Well, the reason why I haven't responded back is pretty much because I've been very busy. Apparently, I'm gonna end up becoming already one small step to one giant leap from becoming the cartoonist I always aim to be. With my trip to New York coming in June, pretty soon, you could end up seeing something that could pretty much make Stan Lee and Steven Hillenburg proud. But of course, that's not why I'm putting in this little number here. It's a little sympathy video that goes out to one of the YouTubers I'm subscribed to, particularly James A Janisse of Dead Meat. Yeah, I just heard about what happened to your father. And believe me, I think I know on what happened. I think I know what you're going through. Because I pretty much lost a lot more than you possibly have. Just all the more reason why I'm pretty much trying to go through with this. The ultimate reason why I'm trying to be the cartoonist I always aimed to be. So that way no one else would have to suffer like I have. When things change from Teen Titans premiered, leaving, especially with the part where hope seemed lost for Beast Boy. Well, believe me, dude. Six days after what she said to him during the final scene, my father was nearly murdered in the parking lot of Raymond James Stadium. Yeah. He's lucky my grandfather managed to get the ops over before they'd have the chance to finally finish him off. Yeah. Seeing the attempted murder of your father is pretty much quite a hard thing to go through as an 11-year-old. And of course, months after that happened, my own Aunt Heather wound up shooting herself in an act of heartbreak. Much like on how Beast Boy wound up doing so in one of the videos by another YouTuber I'm subscribed to called Dakari King Mycan. he believes that unless Terra gets back with Beast Boy, then there's obviously no hope for anyone. Not even me. Although, to be frank, I could care less if Beast Boy gets back together with Terra or simply goes with Raven. Having Terra come back to the Titans for good sounds like something I'd dance to. Yeah. Yeah, and especially considering this t-shirt I have. I'm sure it would remind you of one of the ill counts that you did once before. Yeah, you know, the one with the huge shark. Yeah, anyways, I'm kind of getting off track here. Yeah, just two years after my Aunt Heather died, apparently my grandfather's murder finally took effect. The bullet lodged in him must have finally put an end to him. For so long, I blamed the security guard. That worked for my gated community. Yeah, that's right. A man named Steven. From my grandfather's description of the shooter, it was a black dude. Yeah, I'm not trying to spitball the community here, but somehow there might just end up being bad apples out there. And yet Steven is one of them. Yeah, 2 years after that, my own Uncle Andy wound up killing himself because of his cancer. Yeah, it would kind of make sense since he didn't want to take the easy way. Kind of makes sense since he'd rather go in a quick and painless sense. And of course, 2 years after that one, my high school sweetheart, Elena Heckman Williams, wound up breaking my heart so close to the one time of year that shouldn't even happen. Christmas time. Yeah, it's as if, knowing that my grandfather wound up dying somewhere in December, and Lena broke my heart just 2 weeks before Christmas break. Yeah, that just solidifies almost everything I would possibly hate about the holidays. All the more reason why I should hate Christmas altogether, but clearly I'd rather not hate it. I'm even trying a new dating app that could fill the hole in my heart that Elena left me. which should pretty much work. Yeah, getting off track again here. There's even, of course, my own case of my old job at the Walmart neighborhood market. Apparently the same men that tried to murder my father wound up gunning for me as well in the parking lot at that Walmart where I used to work at. They really cost me big time. I even lost so much others. Like, for one thing, my own nephew, William Lindell, son of my cousin Daniel. William's mother wound up losing her flippin' mind and went so far as to kidnap him. Yeah, that'd be a true horror story that could pretty much be shown on 1C Entertainment or others. Just so to have, you know. There's even more to all this. Like, for those of you that have been through Hurricane Irma, like I have, I almost, it was quite a horrifying time. It's one point where I almost became a cannibal. Yeah, it's like they don't have anything like, you're just bound to go for the next best thing. Something that could possibly end up being human flesh. Yeah, another thing that happened because of things change was my own mother having to be arrested for a crime she didn't even intend to commit. Yeah, she was just going by to see a friend of hers. But apparently, someone just had to think otherwise. Well, I can assure you that whoever wound up getting the cops on her at that point, you're already made. You probably made the worst mistake of your life. Follow that up with several others, like my own cat. Poor Arlene. She wound up dying in my kid sister's arms. Truly a sad day for a lot of us. Sad day for the family. All that. And let's not forget, don't even get me started about my cousin Davy's incarceration, just for having to be in possession of drugs. Yeah. Yeah, while it's true that drugs may screw you up, from if you ask me, the one thing that could be worse than drugs are the people that make them and sell them. I'd suggest you keep the drugs off the street if you know what's good for you. Yeah, anyway, James, or 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 if you'd like, Jimbo. Wound up losing a lot more than that. Yeah, when... Yeah, right. Yeah, by the time November rolled around, apparently we wound up losing two great people that I could have wound up working with. Yeah, the script that I might show at the Marvel Comics office during my trip to New York, I came up with the script for that episode back when Stan Lee and Steven Hillenburg were still alive. Even had in mind for Stan Lee to be the voice of SpongeBob's grandfather. Probably would have been exciting, too. Anyway. Furthermore, on to that, James A Janisse. Yeah. I'm just hoping you're watching too, Janelle. Yeah. It was pretty much an honor meeting you 3 years ago. Although, yeah, apparently this is what I really look like under that Deadpool costume that you saw me in. Yeah, right. Yeah, my thoughts and prayers go out to you, James A. Janisse, your sister Janelle, and of course her husband. Yeah, then of course, following year after the 13th and just 3 days after the 13th anniversary of Things Change, I wound up losing my Uncle Wade. Yeah, if you remember him, he had his own channel on YouTube, just like we do. He was even one of my subscribers. Yeah. But of course, my own Uncle Wade happened to have been a private eye. I guess you're bound to make some enemies. And one of those enemies must have got to him somehow. Whoever killed him, don't think you'd get away with this. You will face justice for what you did to him, one way or another. Yeah, back to James A. Janisse and his sister Janelle. Yeah, I pretty much wound up losing a lot. And of course, one point where where my grandma Bobby got sick, making my father unable to show up for Christmas, thus making another Christmas just blow right up in my face. Yeah, Christmas had blown up in my face so many times because of things change that I pretty much resorted to drinking. Yeah, may take some of the sting away, but I think having to correct the damage that Amy, Wolfram, and Cartoon Network have done would be a much more permanent solution to all that, don't you think? Yeah, even COVID just wound up being another part of this whole chain reaction that I called the things change curse. Yeah, James, Janelle, yeah, if anything, James A Janisse, while your father may have gotten you interested in the world of Stephen King, my father got me interested in horror movies altogether. How wild is that? Hey, a little kid who most people would think wouldn't be old enough to see all the blood, guts, and gore would end up being so used to all of it after so many years. Pretty wild once you think about it. So yeah. The best of luck to you, your wife Chelsea, your sister Janelle, along with all of your friends and family. Feel free to like and subscribe. Yeah, even one like me would be another prayer that goes out to James A Janisse and his friends and family, wherever they may be.